guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing 4 looks, 1 palette. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette and my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. I'm going to bring you guys in and we're going to add some primer onto the eyes. I haven't used this primer in forever, so I figured why not. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Burnt Orange. And then I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics blending brush. Like every single time, I am going to pop this color on as my transition shade. I want that gradient effect. I'm going to be messy with it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Warm Taupe, and I'm going to go in with my Morphe M433 brush. I love this brush because it's a little bit more tapered than my BH Cosmetic brush, so you're able to concentrate the color in a smaller area because I'm not going to go higher than the transition shade. If I do, it's going to end up looking super muddy. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Vermeer, my Morphe setting spray, and my Shania B Miami flat concealer brush. I'm going to pat this all over the inner corner and middle of my eye. I am not going to be doing a cut crease because it's just too much for this beginner tutorial. And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe M506 brush and blend the two colors together. Now I'm going to take Tempera and put this as my brow bone highlight. Now I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place The Warrior 2 palette. I'm going to grab my Morphe brush and I am going to apply this like eyeliner. This is one of the best black eyeshadows that I have used. It's very, very easy to work with. So when you do your wing, make sure that you use short strokes. If you use longer strokes, it's going to be harder for you to correct. The next shade I'm going to grab is Warm Taupe and my Morphe M432 flat brush, and I'm going to line underneath my eyes and grab one of my other brushes and blend it out just to give it a nice little subtle blowout. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Sensational Mascara. This is definitely one of my favorites, my go-tos. I don't think I'll be able to use anything else because it is that amazing. Look 1 is now complete. Now we're going to get into look 2. I'm going to pop on some Bon Fresca as a transition shade. This is a very beautiful, cool tone mauve shade. This was actually one of my go-tos when I first started using this palette. Now I'm going to take Antique Bronze. This is a beautiful brownie red shimmer shade. I love wearing the shade all over the lid. And yes, I'm putting it on the outer corner. I know, cringe, but I do like putting it shimmers everywhere. I am placing this over the transition shade and blending it out. Now I'm going to grab the shade Primavera. In pan and in person it looks more of like a gold color, but when you do pat it on it is kind of like a goldy champagne shade. I'm going to grab this flat brush, some setting spray, and I'm going to lay this down over the center and the inner corner. For a brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with Tempera. I'm going to add this with my flat brush very quickly, and then I'm going to grab my smaller Morphe brush in Antique Bronze, and I'm going to use this as my liner. You can be messy, you can add it thick or thin, however you want, but this is going to be my eyeliner. Look 2 is now complete. Now we're going to get into look number 3. I'm going to grab the color Golden Ochre. It's kind of like a browny yellow shade. When I put this on my skin, it didn't really show up. I went in a few times and still didn't like it, so I went in with Realgar. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. It is a matte orange shade. I absolutely love this. What I'm doing here is adding the bulk of the color on the outer corner of my eye because I originally wanted to do a halo eye or a cut crease, but I decided in the end that I love the color on its own so much that I just added it by itself. So I did add this color probably about 3 times. I didn't have to go in any more than that. And then I grabbed a clean blending brush just to get rid of the harsh lines. And if you use no color and a clean blending brush, you will make your own transition shade. So the original color will be lighter. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to go in with the color Vermeer and use this as my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight. I'm going to go back in with my Warrior 2 palette and grab the color Shawata and use that as my eyeliner. You can totally skip this step if you want to, but I wanted to add a little bit more definition. Look 3 is now complete. Now we're on our 4th and final look. I am going to grab the color Love Letter. It is a beautiful deep pink shade. It has a little bit of glitter in it, but when you start blending out the color, there is no shimmer and no glitter. I am placing this color on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm also going to apply a little bit on the inner corner as well because we will be doing a halo eye. But what we're doing right now is focusing on blending. Next, I'm going to go in with Venetian Red. This shade is a little bit more muted and a little bit more red than Love Letter. I am going to go over top of Love Letter. I am not going to go up above that color because I want there to be a transition and I want there to be a gradient. Now I'm going to go in with Red Ochre. This is a deep muted red matte shade. Again, I'm going to go over those 3 shades. I want to be able to deepen this up. Again, we're going to go in with Primavera. It is a gold shimmery color. I'm just placing this on the center of my eye. No, I'm not going to go in with any concealer. I want to make this look as easy as possible for you guys. I'm going to grab a smaller blending brush and use red ochre and blend the two colors together just so that there isn't a harsh line. We want this to look seamless. I'm going to go in with Tempera as my brow bone highlight. It has very little shimmer in it. And then I'm going to go in with eyeliner. This is optional. You can go in with eyeliner if you want. You don't have to, but I wanted to give you the option that if you wanted to put on eyeliner, that this is what it would look like. Alright guys, so that completes all 4 looks. I hope that you guys enjoyed this beginner friendly eyeshadow makeup tutorial. If you guys did enjoy this, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.